everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As the season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and wildcard weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The second meeting of the year on tap here between these two fierce AFC rivals. These teams know each other very well, and that only serves to stoke the flames of what is always a heated battle. It's the Steelers going up against the Bengals. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
from the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. And Dalton to throw. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Vontaze Burfict is a super talent and a fierce competitor. He can do it all at the linebacker position.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. I still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls it my number 1 target.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Roethlisberger will throw. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Third down from the gun, Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the Traders take a look, we'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They send Green to the left on his own. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Sammy Coates has it complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
It's a big run that time by Bell. 46 yards on the ground. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Andrew Billings breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physical. Sometimes that leads to drops.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go back to the air here after the INT. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And Dalton to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's got time. He'll rifle this one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and it's third down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
On third down, Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep, and that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the left. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. This is brought in at the 21. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Michael Johnson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Midfield here, Dalton rolling to his right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate. And
incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. So 2nd and 10 here.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Check the backer, check the backer. Focus.
They come out here in the eye. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Here we go. Watch 81.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vincent Ray in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will get it at the 20. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And caught right side, Green. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now Dalton. And this is incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
380.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, Your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Bell. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. The offense behind the chains after the infraction. It's now 3rd down and 14. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. It's second down. Dalton looking. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Third down from the gun, Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They come up in an offset eye. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll come out in the pistol. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He finds Coates complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Black 5. Hey. You got three. 3 down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They send Green to the left on his own. Shift together here from the D-line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Win the rep. This is our rep to win.
On second down, Roethlisberger gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Ben on third and long. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Vincent Ray in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left. Hey, we got 3 out.
Dalton throwing on second down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Zebra! Zebra! Slam! Dagger! Dagger!
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Green with a catch left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Andrew Billings in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vincent Ray getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Over the middle here to Brown. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They come up in an offset eye. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Complete to Bryant. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Big spot. Andy Dalton. And caught right side. Green. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Dalton. On the right side, caught by Green. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They come up in an offset eye.
Dagger! SOS! Zebra!
So now Dalton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost them 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They run the counter now on first down. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. So now the first OT throw coming for Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Everybody scoot up. Heavy. Set, blue 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
In the red zone this time.
Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Ready. 380.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive...
And oh, he coughed it up!
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. and I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
Tight right. Here we go. 180. 3 down.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And that is incomplete here. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And now it's 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
3 down. 3 down. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Go tight end. Let's go right here now.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Vincent Ray. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd.
Alert. 3 down.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Set. Blue 30. Single. 58. Check.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by George Iloka. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. But we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Cincinnati, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.